Welcome to this game of Mechabellum. As you can see here, I'm fighting against Softage and options. Aerial, supply, cost control and speed spec. And there was no option with Mustangs at the start here. And I will go for aerial specialist. Of those options, supply could also be good for a spider carry, but I go for air and my opponent options. I would probably go for elite. Elite with marksman 5 badger and try to go for assault marksman carry. It pairs really well with elite. Other options here. Typhoon is not bad for spider. So spider is not the best unit right now. It got no buffs. Although Hound got a little nerf, and Acolyte basically didn't change. Only 5 Badger and Vulcan got a small damage buff. And while we wait for my opponent to choose, if you're not subscribed yet, you could subscribe. It helps me. And finally, Typhoon Spec with Tarantula and Fangs. You'll see me going for a very forward positioning here. I will even change it to vertical because of the turret. I don't want the turret to target my crawlers. Think of putting this one vertical too, but it will go back to horizontal because at vertical they become quite vulnerable to missiles. And even if it's better against balls, he has no balls. So one vertical just because of the turret and the other horizontal. And now I needed to choose my units. And since I had no... I can see me going back. Right at a few seconds left to sell the turret. But since the opponent has Fangs, I didn't go for Insta Phoenix. Which sometimes I go. When I go for Aerial Spec, Insta Phoenix can be really good if the opponent has no anti-air. But since he got some from the start, White Eyes look it better. And they serve as chaff later. It can even be a very annoying chaff with electromagnetic armor. You can see my Void Eyes are full support. They don't have the techs for a carry Void Eye. Different from my opponent, which has the techs for carry Void Eye. Here, Wasp is the most deadly of the cards. Deployment Podrol can be good, but don't have a unit to use it right now. And Wasps are not only very annoying, but they can also be used again. Getting the second round, only 3 rounds cooldown. And since I will even sell a unit, sell a turret, I can get my Wraith and 1 chaff. And most of the times, if I get Aerial Spec, I am going Wraith. Wraith is one of the best, if not the best, aerial unit in my opinion. Since it not only chaff clear, but it can even DPS. When you get full techs. Not full, you only need 2 techs. Only range enhancement and floating artillery array. This one, it was even more nerfed. It was another card that was nerfed. Land Cruiser, don't know why, because it was not that good. It's good when the opponent really invests on anti-air and you want to avoid this anti-air. Then you go land cruiser. But now it nerfs the attack speed by even more. It was 0.5 seconds, now it's 0.6 extra. It's not that big, but it's not small either. My Wasps got his tower. He skipped. Got both his towers. So very easy victory for me. Even my Crawlers managed to win the fight here because of the debuff. But I paid 100. My opponent used this 100 on his board. Looking at those Body Badgers, I already have Chaff clear. Sabertooth's not that good. He's selling his Tarantulas. Wasps, too expensive when I can get them for free, they unlock. So, balls. Balls can be useful, because they serve as medium chaff and can be turned into more chaff with mechanical division. But I will sell one because I want more wraiths, and I will put the other one here to serve as chaff. I also put one crawler in the back to counter his crawler. And now range for my wraiths. With 2 wraiths. I also have 1 missile here, so I wasn't very worried about this tower, even if it's a level 1 tower still. You can see my opponent, it wasn't the last round, he went for the grenade launcher. But I don't even have that much chaff. So his grenade launcher is not that useful. But it was buffed. Increased range by 15. It was 5 before. So with this, it's already 90 range. If you get range on them, 130. So quite a good range for a thing. My opponent's going for even more Void Eyes. And aerial mode. And with aerial mode, the only unit that can kill them is the Wraiths. And they are killing them. He also grabbed the Wasps. And you can see here, he put Crawler Wasps on my side here. So the Crawlers ate the missile and the Wasps killed the tower. But his army is all dead. Almost. Now it's all. So even the debuff was not able to help him. It came too late. If he had went for Crawler Wasps here, he could maybe have got a faster debuff and maybe win the... don't know if it would have won, but at least killed more of my units on the main fight. Here, smoke's not that useful when... what really is powerful on his side is the Void Eyes. So just go for underground. Put 1 Wraith in here, it can deal with both of his units. It's actually the same value. It's a 300 unit to kill a 100 and a 200. But my unit will kill and survive. Another Wraith on the front line. My opponent got his Typhoons from his Spec. So he's on his power spike. And I already used all my money. I also put this tower to level 2. Just in case he mounts another assault here while I'm distracted with this. Let's speed this a little. We both put Crawlers in the backline, put Crawlers to protect his backline while I'm attacking his backline. But there is a missile and his Crawlers. so my attack won't be successful. And the tower is even level 2. And here the Typhoons are actually winning against my Wraith. The Void's won on this side. My Wraith came out from the other side to here. But the debuff, without the debuff, maybe it would have at least killed the Voids, but with the buff, defeat for me on this round. But not always lost. Now we have Ion Blast, which can be very good for both of us. Hard to skip in this case. We are both very linear on the board. So I will think a little and go for the Ion Blast. Super Heavy can also be very good on a Wraith here, but it won't be my choice. Ion Blast is better in this case. You see me putting like this because I want to kill the Typhoons. And if you look from above, it is hitting the Void Eyes. The idea is to kill those and keep killing the line. You can also see that I got my level on the Wraith here and got even more Wraiths expanding my line here, because he's also expanding and got a lot of Voids. He's going full Void Carry. And the Fangs end up going just for one tech. Just grab it, Grenade Launcher. Since he doesn't have a reason to keep investing on them, since look at how many Shaft I have. Now I got my... only now I got my 5th shaft. There is back to the back. We also put wasps in the back here. You can see my beam killed one of the Typhoons, and it's killing a few Voids out of those survivors. And those took some damage, but the Wraiths are the one killing them. But I won the main fight. And he is very unhealthy. Another level on the Wraith. And the attacks here, improved fire control system, the best one for me, since I want to kill his units faster. And the level 2 Wraith with this does a lot of damage and can kill the Typhoons. There's also a Wasp that I have to deal with in here. I'll go for floating at 3, so more damage. This basically doubles the damage of my Wraiths. Increase the speed of the shaft clear too. So this one suddenly does a lot of damage, since it got double from the level, double from the attack, and 65% more from the item. You see me putting one missile here to kill his crawlers, and then another here, in case his wasps go here, but they shouldn't. They should follow my crawlers here and get destroyed by my Wraith. At least that's the idea. You can see that also putting crawlers here to protect me against missiles, because one of the older rounds he put a missile here and killed my sledges and I think 2 Voids with 1 missile. Also got increased range, but he's getting some very high level Void Eyes, level 3 Void Eye here. And now they have shields, so they are very tanky. Thankfully, I got double damage now. You can see this worked exactly as I expected. My Wraiths are back online and I put them here. He pulled a lot of Voids to kill them. I lost this fight in the middle because one level 1 Wraith against a lot of white eyes doesn't kinda work. Here, thanks to the debuff, this Wraith will manage to win. And that's enough. So in the end, the fight that started on the ground went to air on both sides, with him going for voids. He puts the item on the Typhoon, which is a strange choice. Voids in the front, don't know why. Maybe to try to protect his fangs for a little longer. Maybe that was the idea. But I think he needed the range on the voids, because they had very little range. If you want to fight against the Wraiths, you need more range than the Wraiths with your DPS unit. But that's it for this. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like, and I will see you on the next one.